get this shakedown underway. Take us out, nice and slow. This is your show, Captain. But try not to scratch my ship. It's older than you.
Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is Dreadnought, a recent sci-fi style shoot-'em-up game, real-time strategy, really a lot of fun. Game that is currently in open beta. I'm recommending you check this game out at the beginning and at the end of this bit. But hey, it's brought to you by Greybox. It's looking really pretty. I'm liking it quite a bit. And I mean, this is just like a very brief sample of what it looks like while you're in game. But let's get into a little bit of the introduction of how this actually works, shall we? This is the hangar, where you can change your ship up considerably. Right now I have this one in the bay, which is the Augusta, a destroyer class. I also have Mischief, among a few others. I have my Mischief 2, which are just kind of like these giant ships. Basically, they're just really, really cool. And this one here is probably my pride and joy because I've been playing it the most. It is just a level 1 version. It's not a level 2 anything. But I'll get into that a little bit. Let me describe a little bit more about what is going on here. Now, in the hangar, you can choose the different ships in your fleet, and the fleet is essentially the ships that you have to choose from in-game while playing against others. So if you get killed piloting this Mischief vessel here, I named it that way, it's not actually called the Mischief, but if you get killed while playing this, then you could choose to fly another one of them, or you could choose any of the others. So this is kind of like your loadout, your options during gameplay once you've lost a ship, so that you can adjust to your foes if they're, favoring one type of style of battle over another, and therefore you might be able to counter them. Now, there are also tech trees. I'll get into the different ship types shortly here, but tech trees, this is where the ship types come in. You've got your Jupiter Arms, which is you start with your destroyer class, and as you level up and buy new ships with your experience and gold or silver that you earn, as you see here, silver, gold, your credits and GP, gray box points. I'm going to call them gold. But and then, of course, the experience, which you'll need experience to research ships so that you can upgrade them, as well as silver to equip them. And then, of course, your GP is more or less you can, upgrade your premium ships, elite status, or convert ship XP from fully researched ships into free XP, etc. Basically, the elite stuff allows you to enhance your XP or your monetary gains, as well as perhaps give you options to more easily access ships. But it really is not a pay-to-win style game, though you could pay to get yourself into it a little bit quicker. Now, but I think that the experience of working your way towards the other ships is very good. Now, you see here, in order to get, let's say, Athos here, in order to get that, I would have to have purchased and unlocked the Trafalgar and the Otranto and the Vigo. Then I could get the Athos. So I would have to go in that line. Now, I could feasibly unlock here and then go to the Dover and down this line or further out. And, of course, there's like a whole second page here. For some of them, in this case, there really isn't much. But you notice that this is a level 1. It's a level 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll get into those in a moment, but just keep in mind that. Then you've got kind of my favorite here, the Rurik, which is currently what I've got. I also purchased a Tugarin, which is Mischief 2, my other ship. You'll notice that my Rurik has a lot higher number here next to this little silver star. That's the experience I've had on it. I only recently obtained this one, and I didn't have as much experience on that one. I have played a Simmergirl before, and it's a Dreadnought class. It's very, very interesting. Each one has a totally different play style, and I've already found the one that I really enjoy so far, but there are so many different ones that you can unlock as you go that you might change your mind. I mean, the heck, this style here goes into even further. But the Cerberus one here, if you notice, it says a repair rate on there. It actually will repair ships. You've got ones like this, which is an artillery cruiser, my favorite. Think of it as just a flying sniper rifle. You've got your Dreadnought, which is just heavily armed, heavily armored, heavily hit points, but it's not for a very good range. It's more short to mid-range. Then you've got your like destroyer class, which is like your average. It's good in everything, much more maneuverable than like a Dreadnought, as well as having a decent amount of just about everything. And then of course you've got your little subclasses that you can jump into, like your little Corvettes. Oh man, the Corvettes, they destroy me so hard every single time that they find me whenever I'm in an artillery cruiser. While they are sleek and everything like that, but the artillery cruiser, which is just a giant big gun, has very few health and defensive options. It does have some though, and it can be quite a force to be reckoned with, and I think the high risk, high reward is a lot more fun sometimes. Now, getting out of the tech trees, we can get into the market, where you can feasibly use your gold or other things to purchase stuff. You see here you can buy access to ships and stuff like that. So you could, like I said, buy a bit more access in there. You can get your packs, which would give you your different GP here. You could get, I think I already did the ships, the elite status, which, might allow you access to certain things a little easier and whatnot. But that's not what I'm going to be going into. But on the dashboard, it'll show you everything that is currently available for the moment on there. But then you've also got contracts, which are your daily quests. You see here, we've got 400 credits each that you would win if you complete these. And this one, destroy enemies with a destroyer. Destroy enemies with a tactical cruiser. Complete battles. Right now, it's just in beta. It's an open beta, so therefore they're very simple. And hey, I don't mind completing a couple battles just to earn 400 extra credits on top of the normal rewards that I would win for doing the different battles scenarios. Of course, this encourages you to try different things, like a destroyer, for instance. If I usually like the artillery cruiser, this would encourage me to try out and at least get the bonus from the destroyer, and see if what I can obtain from that, or even the tactical cruiser, which might be a little bit more different. I ain't no pacifist, which people think that it's a healing class. Well, it doesn't mean that that's all you're going to do is run around healing things. That is a very good thing to do, but it doesn't mean that that's all they can do. They're also very armed as well. Now, of course, there are some other things too. You've got your squad, which means that you can recruit other players, and you also have a friends list. So you can party up with groups and make your own, fleet of sorts. And then, of course, you got your chat, so you can talk to people down in here, or even in game you can do so. Now, in this case, you can say recruit fleet or any.
Choose the type of job you want before you request a job search.
Exactly what he just said there. So you can choose the first available game mode, or you can choose specific game modes out there. Onslaught, face off against an armada of enemies. Team deathmatch, reach the score limit before the enemy team does. Team elimination, survive and eliminate the enemy team. Or training match, develop your skills in a training environment, which I think I'm going to jump into that so that I can show you what we've got going on here. So we've got recruit fleet, recruit. This is what I am. Veteran, extra XP, legendary, even more XP. Now, the differences with those. You notice before I said that there was like levels of ships. You see down here, Augusta is a level 1 destroyer, whereas Mischief 2 is a level 2 Tugarin artillery cruiser. So if I keep most of my fleet lower level with a few medium levels or something like that, I'll probably stick around recruit or veteran. So thus why you'll want to vary your fleet accordingly to what you would like to play, because once you get up into these higher ranks, they're going to be much tougher ships to fight. And if you're using your very low level 1 thing and you've got a whole bunch of level 5s on here, then, well, you're going to be hard-pressed to really put up a good fight against them, because the higher level ships often have a lot more health, damage, and, well, just about everything. So let's get into this here. We're just going to keep on with recruit fleet, and we're going to play into the test area, if you will. And as you can see, we warp into battle here as before. And this allows me to choose my ship types that I would like to start with. Now, if I press the space button, I will tell the rest of my team, if I had one, that I would be ready. In this case, I'm just going to hit C so I can bring up my fleet of ships. I'm going to choose Mischief 2 because that's my newest ship that I really enjoy. You can see it's very sleek, long, and, well, it's really, really nice. So we're just going to ready up and jump into battle. And here we are in a mock-up battle, and you can see here I can just advance my ship forward by pressing the forward button. I can turn my ship left and right. Now this ship that I'm using now is different from the others in that I have a field of fire. If I turn too far to the left, you'll notice that my crosshairs don't go that far. Reason being, I'm a giant sniper rifle. I can only go so far in one direction before this giant railgun that I have will not be able to actually obtain a target. Now the rest of my fleet, I have some other guys here that are along for the ride, and they are going to be, well, kind of engaging the enemy with me. This is a training match, so I'm pretty much by myself, but I will have other options. Now I can zoom in with most ships just by hitting right click, and I can see the other targets. There is an in-game tutorial which I find very helpful. Let's see, is this guy? Oh, they are in range once my crosshairs turn red, but sometimes they're going a little bit fast and you have to train ahead of them in order to actually get any damage on them. Oh, that was a really good hit. All right, let's see if we can actually, there we go. Final blow, 100 plus 100 for a captain kill. So that usually means that that's a player. Anytime that you see one of these big ships like this, that's usually a player. Can we actually, this is a Corvette. That's bad news bears for me. They get too close and I can't get them. So let's launch some missiles at them. And we'll see if we can actually... Oh, well, looks like I got a lucky shot. Usually they're much too fast for the sniper shot that I come up with on this. And I do have a restricted field of view up and down as well. So if they get straight above me, it can be very, well, challenging and difficult because then I'll have to rely on alternate weapons. You can switch to alternate weapons with the Q key in this case, and I can choose light flak turrets, which means that I have 360 degree of fire, but my my range is severely limited. So you're going to want to keep mind of that. Now, can I reach this guy? Yes. Now I'm in this sniper style gun or thing, but it's slow firing, but it does a ton of damage, and it has somebody healing it. So I'm going to want to try and get rid of that healing ship first, because right now it is causing all this damage that I'm doing to be negated. Luckily, I have quite a fleet with me, and therefore I'm not attracting too much attention. I do see that there are some shots coming in from another artillery cruiser out here, though, and just a couple shots I should be able to take him out. I saw he put his shields up. Oh, I hit something, but I don't think that it was him. Let's take out another shot if we can. There was another ship nearby. Oh, and he's out of range. So with this, I can also bring up this menu here. What this allows me to do is focus my primary fire on a lot of different things. This guy's shields are about to drop, and then that makes him vulnerable for fire. Now, in this case, I'm going to want to just try and... Oh, I see he's firing off missiles. Luckily not at us. And that should be the end of him. There's a lot of focus fire going on here. Staying with your fleet is a really good thing, especially if you've got an escort and you're in a very weak ship like I am currently running with at this moment. Let's see if I can actually get some of these artillery cruisers back here. These are just probably little gunships, I think. But you know what? I need to get a little bit closer before I should be able to reach this target. So what I'm going to do is increase my forward thrust. Now, usually that will allow me to move very quickly. Oh, I'm being targeted. And move out of the way of the enemy ships that are potentially damaging me or targeting me. Let's see if I can actually get a shot at this guy. Oh, that was a little bit off. Oh, he's getting healed up by his friendly ship, but I think I could do... Oh, no. The other ship actually removed all damage from it. Once again, need to remove those healer ships before you can actually... Oh, and the healer ship's being healed by another healer ship. Wow, it's pretty harsh. If we can get the group to actually focus their firepower on it, then I think we'd be doing a lot better. All right, let's see if I can actually... Anybody? A little bit of assistance here? They're not that interested in it. Oh, that's actually doing some good hurt. There we go. That one goes down. Now, There are other things that I can do with this E menu. On the bottom left there, you see a little skull. That will enhance my gun's damage ability, like on this guy here. Let's take a shot at him. You saw how much damage that did. Not too much. You know, did a decent amount. Let's actually do this. Fire again, and you can see a lot more damage is done. But it only lasts for like maybe 2 to 3 shots, depending on your upgrades currently. And this guy is... oh, he just put his shields up at the last minute there, and I am now being attacked. Let me actually turn on my cloak. So now they can't see me very easily, and I am... as long as I don't move, my cloak stays stable. But if I do fire or move, it becomes unstable, and therefore can fail much quicker. I've used it before to evade a whole lot of missiles, but it's not always that useful. There we go. Now, those flechettes that they keep talking about in the background there, I don't know if you guys can hear or not. Let's see if I can actually hit this guy. Oh, it was close. Will actually... oh, that was really close. There we go. Nice shot right on the side there. He's getting healed. Oh, clip the backside. Got him. And we're being targeted by this enemy fleet. This is not good. This is bad news bears. I need to get out of here. I keep saying bad news bears. I'm sorry. But it's just, I need to get out of here and get down into some cover. So I'm going to drop down into this valley. Running into things actually doesn't seem to be a problem. But now that I'm no longer in their field of fire, I can pop up as I want to and take a few shots here and there. As the... ooh! Unless I'm being attacked by enemy missiles, which this is no good. Oh gosh. Okay, I was getting targeted by a lot of stuff. I am way too close. I'm gonna go down. This is just bad. Okay. Maybe I can put my shields up and still survive this. I'm getting healed a lot by friendlies, so that at least I've got that going for me. Maybe I can get a couple shots at this guy while I'm still here before I go down. Launch some missiles. And he is now a little too high for me, and I am getting pummeled by this one here. Can I actually get up high enough? Oh, he just raised his shields. Can I raise my shields? Yes, I can. Good. Let's see about... oh, this destroyer. I don't know how I'm still alive. This destroyer should just wreck me. I need to move. I'm not going to make it. Oh, gosh. This is a trading mission, so I think that it's being very, very nice and forgiving on me at the moment. Let's see if I can actually... yeah. There I go. I was right in the hotbed there. I'm supposed to be out on the fringe, or in a very covert area, taking pot shots with that kind of gun. If you want to see another example of some gameplay of another style of ship instead of the artillery cruiser here, like this style, I think it was a destroyer that Al was playing with on his channel, or it could have been a tactical cruiser. No, I think it was. I don't think it was. But thank you very much. But you have a lot of options to choose from. There are a lot of different game styles that you can play with. There are a lot of group plays that you can go for. The ships are absolutely gorgeous and are beautifully rendered, as well as the weapons, which, by the way, for those that are curious, you can actually see the different ones on the machines here, the repair pods and so on. You can actually change the appearance of your vehicles, or ships as it is. You know, you can change the color styles, you can give them patterns, you can give them, let's see, decals on the side if you want. It's a lot of fun how you can customize it, and you can even add like little mastheads on the front and so on and so forth. It's really cool. I like this game quite a bit. I recommend it. At the very least, you guys should take advantage of the free time that it is available for you guys to check out the beta and give them some feedback. But it has been a pleasure playing this game, so I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you enjoyed watching this video, to be sure to give a like, comment below, subscribe, and as always, spread the mischief to others if you think that they'll enjoy this content as well. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.